what do I want to do that can be considered art? So for context, I have been rejected from many jobs that I want to do that I have applied to, and the last straw was me applying for a job, literally just moving boxes in an airport, and I had the referral of a friend, and I still got rejected. I've also been reading this book, and this book is like about creative purposes and art and all this, and it kind of is about art in the meaning of expressing your unique point of view as opposed to other things like business, which are more like trying to help others on their stuff, right? That business is more like that. Art is more about expressing your own point of view, right? So because of this book, plus the thing I mentioned before of no one wanting me to further their own purposes, right? I've been wondering about which of the things that I want to do kind of align with that vision of art of me furthering my own, expressing my whatever, right? And which of the things that I had thought of are more on the side of commerce, and those things are like going to be set aside or something like that because I don't trust the world to give me what I want in that aspect. So I will just focus on the things that I want to express out there. Yeah, because I have a lot of things that I want to do, blah, blah, blah. But if the things that I want to do are kind of going to get me even more down because they are not things that depend on my creative pursuit, right? And are things that are more commerce related and they doing well depends more on like other people, whatever, instead of me seeing them through the view of, okay, this is art. It doesn't matter if no one likes it because the purpose of art is to like express it, right? It's for it to get out there, even if no one relates or whatever. The purpose of it is for it to get out there. So what things can be seen through that lens and what things cannot, right? What things were meant to be some other thing. And this is the list that I have, right? Videos, streams in the current format that I do them. I did a video quite like not a long time ago that is called My Problem is that I trust the algorithm, right? This video is the one that I mean. And in that video, I said that basically I had this sense that someone would listen or that someone would get, etc. Right? So it was not just purely artistic in a way. It was more of like trying to connect with people, right? So the purpose was not like more instrumentally connect with people, like actually find people or whatever, right? Rather than put something out there with this kind of artistic sense of like giving something out there, right? But I keep doing it because after all, it is kind of like my diary entry. It is just me talking and whatever, right? So even if I have 2 viewers, which is decent, but even if I had 0, I would probably still stream more or less every day because it's my way of like processing things or whatever, right? Like I started when I had 0 viewers for a reason. So yeah, that will keep going, the videos and these things, right? Even if I know that they will not get any views, it's because I want to put something out there, to put a message out there, even if no one listens to it. Like I used to trust that someone would listen, now I don't, but I still keep making videos. So yeah, that's staying. Then car videos. Car videos is something that has been kind of in my mind for a long time, but I think the reason why I don't make them is because I don't see them, like I don't see my perspective or my point of view regarding car videos as interesting yet, right? Once I get some cars that I'm interested in and that I want to tell stories about, I think in those moments, I reckon I will make car videos, right? Once the stories that I want to tell, I actually want to tell them, right? Because for the moment, the only reason why I would be making car videos would be for instrumental purposes, right? To say things like, I know how to make car videos for other people, right? That's why I don't start, because I simply don't want to. Yeah, I've never actually been too deep into that pandering to other people and trying to make portfolio pieces, etc., right? That's the problem. I don't want to make a portfolio, right? A portfolio is something that gets made. Like, this could be, maybe I will make a side video about why a portfolio is something I don't like, but essentially I don't like making a portfolio if you haven't made anything, right? It's like making the things for the portfolio to me doesn't make any sense. The portfolio is supposed to be the compilation of the things that you have already made because you wanted, right? That is the portfolio, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe there are like some other professions where it's different, but that is kind of my perspective on it. Games. The next category is games, and I have a couple of ideas, and this it's like I used to be thinking about the games in more of an instrumental perspective as well, right? It always had the balance, right? It had the balance of expressing some things and also wanting to get money from them, right? Now I'm like, fuck it. I don't even want to think about the money, right? I don't even want to kind of speculate what would be the best way to get money, blah blah. No, I don't care about that. I only care about expressing things and how it best works, like how the game format best works as a tool for expressing what I want to express, the message that I want to convey and put out there, even if no one plays the fucking game or whatever, right? Like even once the game is done, I will probably try to get it played by people or etc. Right? But up until it's made, I won't give a fuck about that. Video ideas. I have more video ideas that I don't count as the current format of this video stream that I'm making. I have videos that are like more planned, right? And most of the videos that I had are more or less art, are more about like expressing something. So I guess the limitation there, I don't know where it lies. I guess it's more on, I don't know. I don't really know where it lies. More maybe about maybe effort, maybe freedom to experiment or something that I don't feel free to experiment in some things, etc. I don't know. Maybe some of that. And also there are, or maybe like the context. Maybe I don't feel like these videos would be put in a context. So yeah, I think that is also a problem, right? I don't feel like they are purely art in the sense that I would want them to like succeed, right? So yeah, they would get made and I wouldn't know where to put them, right? I wouldn't know how to put them out there. Like that would be the thing. So I guess I have not made them because there was this kind of tension between me wanting to put a message out there versus the logistics of the message, will people care about this message, etc. Right? So I guess it won, like the friction won in those senses. But the ideas are there, noted down. So maybe one day I will find them interesting. I don't think so, but yeah, they're there just in case. And there are also a couple that aren't, right? There are, for example, this asking 100 people on the street what their favorite cars are. To me, that is not art because it is kind of gathering what other people say, right? So yeah, it requires courage or whatever. And for those videos, the reason why I haven't done them is because even though the idea sounds interesting to me and I would like the message, I don't know, I would like to hear what the responses are. Obviously, those kind of videos, the purpose of them is to like grow something, right? They are kind of algorithmic slop, so people can consume them. And I don't really vibe with that, to be honest. So, and I don't have anything that I want to slop grow or that kind of thing. Same with videos about finances and AI. I had this idea of making these videos, right? And the reason why I wanted to make those videos was because I wanted money, right? So, and I've watched a ton of videos like this, so I more or less know what you have to do, what you have to say, but I never ended up making them because to me, it's not a path that I want to pursue, to be honest. Websites. Websites are an interesting thing because, like, initially, here I have written initial commerce, but actually, it's wrong. Initially, I used to buy domain names for things that I wanted to have out there, right? And I never got around to making the web pages for that. So those are kind of frustrated, I guess, art things. They were supposed to be kind of more on the artsy side of a web page, right? It was a web page meant to... There are some... The purposes were mixed, right? There are some where I wanted to express something. There are some where I thought it would be funny, but I didn't know what to express. And there are some that I wanted to be helpful for others, right? But I think that when I try to be helpful for others, it's bad because no one gives a fuck, right? So that I cannot make websites, like think about websites in that way anymore, right? I have to think about websites in a pure selfish manner, right? What do I want to put out there? That is kind of my thing, right? And I just couldn't. When it came, then I joined this web development bootcamp, etc. And there, the purpose was commerce, right? What was instrumental was to get your portfolio of websites. And then again, I just couldn't do it, right? I couldn't make websites, fake websites for a portfolio. I just couldn't, right? It didn't make any sense to me to use my time doing that. So I simply didn't. So yeah, I don't want to make fake websites for portfolios, etc., for commerces, etc., and I don't want to make websites. So yeah, so I either will make websites to help people, etc. If I get prompted to it by people, right? I won't get out to help people or whatever the fuck, because it doesn't work for me. I don't know so far. And but the main thing will be this art, right? So I won't try to make portfolio pieces or whatever the fuck, and just if wind blows that way, I will make websites in that sense. And then, for example, a thing that I had and things that I wanted to do, etc. YouTube consulting. This was not art from the very beginning. I wanted to simply be helpful to people. What happened? No one gave a shit, right? Maybe I didn't do a good enough job promoting, etc., etc. Could be, but no one gave a shit. So that's like another failure that has gotten me discouraged from trying these kind of things. So yeah, that's why I stopped. I guess it's maybe I haven't stopped forever. And if someone wants my help or whatever the fuck, feel free to help to ask. But yeah, that's the reason why I stopped kind of trying to get people to whatever or those kind of things, because it never worked. It didn't really work for me. And I'm not I lost my faith in myself in being able to help others. So yeah, basically this video, like that, this is the message of the video. I don't have like anything more to say regarding this. Sum up of the video. I have given up on trying to help others because it hasn't worked. I am useless for other people. I'm sad about it. So the only way that is not suicide is the artist's way. Thank you for being here if you reached the end. And yeah, I don't know, maybe I will put some video here related. Maybe the video that I mentioned before of the video about that I trusted the algorithm. Maybe the video about my problem is that I trusted the algorithm. You can have it over here.